Hey YouTube, this is another review. My primary mandolin now, it's an Aria. Just actually forgot the model, RM-180 maybe, no, not RM, just M-180. Aria. Found this on Craigslist. Was looking to upgrade. I guess I could take it off. Some close-ups of it. Got that tailpiece work to show up. Some of that is hand engraved. This is a solid spruce top. Nice looking binding. And mahogany back and sides. Rosewood adjustable bridge. Of course, it has a pick guard. Rosewood fingerboard. And another kind of cool thing, a bone nut, right? You don't see that much on entry-level instruments, nor do you see the solid wood arched top. So a lot of value for this. This was on the local Craigslist for $100. Couldn't find much out about them. There's not much on the internet. They are still in business. It's a Japanese company. They just don't import to the US anymore. Their initial offerings weren't well received. The tops would collapse because they weren't using seasoned wood, so on and so forth. I guess you can still get them here. You just have to find an importer. There's not a distributor here. And when I got it, was in. It looks like it's brand new. I bought it from the original owner, and it's probably at least 20 years old. From what I can find, this is dating back to the 80s, which I guess would make it older than that. Anyway, he was about my age and bought it, kind of on a whim to learn to play, and then put it in it came with a hard shell case, but it's a cheapy hard shell case. For when I go to tune it up, it still had the original strings. The original strings are always kind of crap. The G string, one of the G strings broke, right? So I knew all the rest of them were going to break. Took it home, put a fresh set of Aria medium weight, medium gauge strings. Would have removed the pick guard, but it's glued here at the neck, and I'm not really going to try to fight that battle on it. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And it was just dirty. The polyurethane or whatever coating it had a lot of spots on it where it just hadn't been wiped down. So, cut the rest of the strings off. We used WD-40 rosewood and whatnot, and it actually wasn't dry. It was in pretty good shape. And then just a damp rag, a damp microfiber cloth, and I mean she shines like new. There's just some little light surface scratches on the pick guard, which are just barely noticeable. Now again, if you're watching on a computer without good speakers, it's going to be hard to tell the difference between the last video and this one. But in person or with good speakers, there is a definite difference of a solid wood instrument versus a laminate. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it for that price. I wish I could have got it a little cheaper than that, maybe 75 or 50 or something, made it even better. But to find, I mean, if you look at the Kentuckys or Eastmans or something like that, you're talking 2 to 3 times that for just a solid wood top with no bone nut, no hand engraving. And like I said, this is made in Japan, and I have a Takamine guitar, which I love. I think it sounds every bit as good as any Martin, Gibson, whatever that I've heard. I haven't heard them all, but the ones I've heard. Good stuff comes out of Japan. And the other thing I like about it, it's unique. Okay, and I'm not sure if it's Aria or Aria, but you don't see many. Like I said, there's not much at all on YouTube. I'll play that little piece of the Irish washerwoman. So if you have decent speakers, yeah, it does sound better. It sounds, it just sounds a lot fuller. I mentioned on the Rogue I'm going to put light gauge strings. I'm probably going to try them on this one too, just to see the difference. But I think it sounds fine with medium gauge strings on it. And then if you go too light, I don't know, the nut may not be cut exactly right. You kind of lose some of the benefit of that, and I don't really want to replace the nut on it. One thing that I did, I set the intonation also and lowered the action. This bridge sits up a bit high, so if you can, it's kind of hard to see that, but I don't know if that helps you, I'm not sure not. The action on it is quite high, so high that I actually removed the little thumb wheel adjusters. It plays nicely now. It's a bit high once you go up the neck, toward the octave marker and all that. I don't really play up there a lot, so it doesn't really affect me on the nut end. The action is nice. The only way to get it down, there's no adjustment on the truss rod, would be to start taking material off that bridge or replace the bridge, and I don't know that I really I'm prepared to do all that. Not right now. I actually thought of swapping out the Rogue bridge with this one to see if I could get it a bit lower, but without the thumb wheel adjusters, no real fret buzz problems or anything on the low end. On the nut end, like I said, I don't play up that high very much, so it's not really an issue. Could be depending on, of course you'd actually have to find one of these to see if it helped you. But that is my oh, and actually the Rogue came with a strap. I forgot that, and there was something else. It's a Planet Waves, I think, leather strap. So back to the Rogue, yeah, for 50, 60 bucks, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And with this one, $100 for, which included a case, for solid wood, at least the top, they're unclear. They usually specify if it's solid wood body or not. So solid wood top, mahogany back and sides, the tone, the projection, the timbre. Yeah, I don't think I could go wrong with that, especially considering to buy a Kentucky or something and new when you're talking about 3 times that. So yeah, I'm really happy with it, and it's unique, so I like that too. So if you have one or questions or whatever, let me know. Like the video, subscribe, many more to come. Probably do a quick one on picks too while I'm doing kind of the videoing mood. Yeah, hope to hear from you. Back soon. Okay, hey YouTube, final video for today. Getting ready to go grab dinner locally, so yeah, but I wanted to talk a little bit about pick selection for the Mando. I use this pick here. Yeah, maybe you can read that. That's a blue chip pick, CT55. Okay, and I believe the 55 means it's 1.55 millimeters thick. So if you're a guitarist or don't know anything about mandolin at all or whatever, mandolin picks are really heavy. They're really thick compared to a guitar pick. Yeah, here's one in comparison. This is a, I think it's a Fender. Yeah, everything's worn off of it, but I think that's a Fender thin. So, yeah, that's a pretty big chunk of plastic, whatever it's made. Of course, the thin picks are real flexible, and yeah, you're not getting much flex at all. It's moving my finger. And when I started playing, I quickly saw that the pick selection was going to be pretty important with the mandolin. Not that it's not with guitar, but the strings are at such a much higher tension. That's why the little thin doesn't work. The mediums, I tried those. I had some Fender thicks around and a couple other picks, and yeah, it just couldn't. They just weren't cutting it. So I started researching, and blue chips kept coming up time and time again. They're expensive. Now that's $35 for one pick. And I don't know why they made it brown, but it's like, you know, the worst color. I'm constantly having anxiety attacks. Where's my pick? Where's my pick? But yeah, and I tried some other ones. I was kind of putting this off, putting $35 into a pick. I tried this one. This is a Plek, and it's 1.5 millimeters. I don't like it at all. The edges are too round compared to more of a point. It is beveled, but not the same bevel that's on the blue chip. Okay, I really kind of need to throw that away. And I think it was about $12. It was an expensive pick, but I don't like it at all. I tried another brand. I don't remember what they were. They were worse than it. The close second and a much more reasonable price are these Clayton picks. Okay. The camera's getting that. This is a Clayton 1 millimeter. Very, of course, it's what, 50% lighter or thinner. Very similar in dimension to the blue chip. I like that big. You know, it's big. It's easy to hold on to when you're strumming. You can keep tension out of your hand or picking. This one is a bit too thin. I don't think you'd really want to go down to a 1 mil. Probably a 1 1/4. I just have been lazy and haven't ordered anymore. But they're a lot more reasonable, a lot cheaper. They are beveled. They don't have the same cut as the bevel on the blue chip. I think the blue chip is a better pick, but for value, I don't think you could go wrong with these. So I'll probably order a pack of 1 1/4 mil and probably 1 1/2. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. These are I generally don't use this one. These are both usually in my pocket. My preferred pick is the blue chip by far. But if I lost this one, then I would, and I need to do that anyway, would probably go with a 1 1/4 to a 1.5. I don't know if these go any thicker than that, and I don't know that you would need any thicker than a 1.5. And the reason is, I don't guess the strings are at a much higher tension. I can tell you this, switching to this pick makes the little Rogue sound as good as it can sound. So that was a big, I think it makes you know, does the same thing, but it actually makes your instrument sound a little bit better. You don't get the click of a thinner pick. The bevel really, and that's part of the reason is for the bevel. It helps. It just helps the, you know, it helps the pick cut through both strings, so you don't get that kind of clicky sound unless you want that for whatever, you know, whatever genre you're playing. But yep, blue chip pick CT55 for the win, definitely. As far as a value pick, and I haven't actually, this is the only Clayton I've played with, but I do play with this, or did play with it before I got the blue chip. The 1 mil, that was my favorite pick until I got the blue chip. But I would give the 1 1/4, 1.5 mil. So best value would be that one. Best overall would be the blue chip. Can't think of anything else, so I'm gonna go eat. Like, subscribe, questions, comments, whatever. Yeah, that's expensive for a pick, especially for a hobbyist musician, but it's worth it. I would, if I lost it, I would, you know, be pissed at myself, but I would probably get another one. Maybe, I don't know, put a chain around it or something so I wouldn't lose it the next time. But yeah, I think they're worth it. I guess that's it. More videos soon. Thanks, guys.